Hey Renee,
Hi, Annette.
how you doing today?
I'm all right.
That's good. That's
Tired,
good.
maybe.
Yeah, why are you
Excited.
tired?
Why am I tired? Well, I just had grandbabies over. And then before
Ah,
that, I had a house that was all jacked up because somebody did a little repair,
oh,
moving the washer and dryer into the kitchen, and then everything else gets moved. You
oh,
know,
my goodness. Everything back where it needs to be?
thankfully. No, but at least the washer and dryer are back.
Okay, that's good to hear.
Yeah.
Those are important items. I appreciate them.
And what about you?
I'm doing good, doing good. But I was reminded of something the other day, and I thought, you know what? It can't just bother me. I
Hmm.
bet you it bothers Renee, but she's never told me. Like I've never told you.
Hmm.
So, and if it's bothered both of us, of course, if I find out it didn't bother you, we're just going to skip and cancel this video. But maybe
We'll
it
take a
bothers
toll and see
other
who else is bothered.
people. When people are talking, I'm just talking in vast communities. So let's say you go to a barbecue or you're at a restaurant with friends and family, whatever it is, there's joking, there's laughing, there's crying, there's all sorts of things that happen with socializing, even at work, whatever it is. But at times I have heard people use the word molest or rape uh, in a manner that's used in a regular conversation, as in an example would be trying to put a microphone on a gentleman and it had to go up his shirt. And so he said, I'm trying to move it up my shirt. You got to grab it right here from the outside. And so from the outside, we're helping him move up his back and then around so that he can clip the microphone in the right spot. He's not naked or anything like that. But then he jokes, oh my goodness, I feel like I've just been molested. And then he goes
Mm,
on talking and everything. I'm still stuck on the word molested.
yeah.
I didn't think it was funny. When the words are used that way, I will hear them a lot, even on TV programs, a movie, and it's in the joking manner. Man, I feel like I was just raped right now. Or, and it could be over the simplest everyday tasks, whatever it is. And my heart hurts for a word that is so harsh and horrific
Yeah.
to be brought down to regular conversation, to be a regular conversational word, like it's lost the power of impact just because we are trivializing the word. Your thoughts?
I would agree. I've heard it, boy, I have heard it joked about like in gaming,
Mm.
like video games, and people will be playing against each other and oh man, he just raped me. I'm like, what? I remember when I first heard that and it was shocking to me. Like I thought the game had it literally happening in it. It alarmed me. And then to find out and question that person, what you know you just use this word, is that really happening? No, that didn't happen. It's just we were in battle, and like I wish they wouldn't use that word. But it's even a cultural thing. I'm noticing now that it's just a word that's thrown out there.
Like it's nothing.
Yeah, it's a new slang word, or it's an expression word. And every time I hear it, I'm caught off guard, because what comes to mind after you say that is I have heard it on YouTube. I have heard it on like gaming commentary and things like that. When people will watch like video games being replayed and somebody speaks over it or whatever, and they'll use like that word rape, or they'll, oh man, they just molested me. And I'm shocked. I'm like stopped in my tracks when I hear these things, and even hearing it come from people's mouths, that I'm in the presence of. And it's like, I had to ask myself, did I miss something in the vocabulary realm? Did I miss something in school that now this word is this? You know how they'll change words in different
Yes.
generations. And it just caught me by surprise when I hear it. I hear it on the street. I hear it. And it's not used with the definition I was taught, and not the definition that was in the dictionary that I understood, it's shocking.
Yeah. It's a tough one. It's like they're normalizing horror.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm not poo-pooing anybody that's doing it, you know. But boy, it stopped me. It really stopped me in my tracks, to the point I had to ask somebody who was using the word, like, is that really happening in the games that you play? And now the gaming scene, they're using words like that. And I'm like, did it progress to be that much now in the games? That I had to ask, because I didn't know. And to find out it was just a slang word being used of one person beating up another person, kind of thing. I was like, are you kidding me? That's not what it means. Nothing to do with my personal experience. It's just, that's not the definition.
Well, I guess for me, definitely personal experience, because if without that personal experience, maybe I would today be using that word to just try to normalize it. And
In humor and
so I do poo-poo it in a sense of I don't want those words to be normalized.
Yeah.
But I could see where somebody who has been to war, actual war, combat, you see how they come back and nothing's the same. And when you mention war to them, it's not the same. It's not a joking manner to them at all. A lot of them don't want to play the video games like you had mentioned or whatever it is, because pretend killing, they already know what real killing looks like.
Right.
And because of that, the horror of war, because war is horrific.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes there's reasons to go for war. I'm not going to get into that. But the fact that people are, killed, maimed, that's the same thing that's happening with being molested or raped. Those things stay in a person's mind. They don't go away.
Yeah.
And I haven't yet found my voice until today, where I've actually, when I was thinking about bringing up the subject to you, decided to say, you know what, when those moments happen again, especially if it's people that I love and respect and that are around me, I need to say to them, is there another word you could choose? I am sensitive to you using it. Just like, hand me a bag of chips. It's not a molesting and raping is not a casual word to me.
No.
It's a horrific, harsh, horrible thing that has happened to somebody. And every day you and I are crossing paths with people whose lives have been affected by that.
Yeah.
And that's the war we come from. And so, yeah, I'm sensitive to it.
It could also be a trigger word that, folks that are saying it just frivolously, it could be a trigger word for somebody around that they don't even realize went through that
Oh, I
ordeal.
believe that those people that are around and they know don't realize that it bothers me. Or they wouldn't do that because they love and care for me. But it's now up to me from this day forward to decide to bring it up. Am I going to do that with strangers that are around? I would have to go with the leading and the situation and what's around me, that type of thing.
Yeah.
But would I do it with the person that's right behind me on the market line? I'm not sure. I would have to really think of the circumstances that are happening there. But
Pray about it. Yeah.
I'm glad to know that I'm not the only one who hears those words and go,
Yeah.
are they using that to identify being putting on a microphone, it's not funny. The joking manner of it is not funny.
We've been on our healing journey for a while, and I can only imagine somebody that's fresh, fresh out of having just had that experience and hearing that word and what is going through their mind from that word. That word, to those of us abused, equals the abuse we went through. It equals the horror of each individual situation. For some of us, we may have healed enough to where it's not right there pounding us every time we hear that word, but it does still give that taste in the mouth of ugly, that it doesn't fit.
It doesn't fit, and never should it be normalized. War should never be normalized. There's a lot of things that should be normalized, and definitely not a child being molested or an adult being molested or raped.
Yeah.
That is not something to normalize.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
100%.
Just wanted to bounce it off of you. Well, thanks for discussing it with me today.
You're welcome.